Israel has launched multiple airstrikes on Iran, heightening tensions in the Middle East. Early this morning, the Israeli Defense Forces carried out a series of military operations targeting Iranian sites. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, along with top defense officials, closely monitored these strikes from Israel's command center in Tel Aviv. According to Israeli statements, the airstrikes were in response to what they described as continuous attacks from Iran over recent months. Israeli forces reported targeting missile manufacturing sites and anti-aircraft facilities within Tehran, Kazakhstan, and Elam provinces. The operation concluded with all Israeli planes safely returning home, and the IDF confirmed they had achieved their objectives. In response, Iran activated its air defense systems, intercepting several incoming projectiles. Iranian authorities claimed that despite these strikes, they sustained only limited damage to key facilities. Iranian news agencies reported multiple explosions throughout the night in Tehran, with defenses responding shortly after 2 a.m. local time. Why Israel attacks on Iran? Israel views Iran as a major regional adversary due to Iran's military support for groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, which have carried out attacks against Israel. Iran's expanding military capabilities, missile programs, and anti-aircraft installations are also seen by Israel as direct threats to its security. Israel's policy of preventive defense means they act on perceived threats to maintain security, especially when Iranian forces or allies increase their presence near Israeli borders. Iranian officials have since warned of a proportional response, implying that retaliation may be immediate. Iran's Civil Aviation Organization has announced an immediate suspension of all flights, with neighboring Iraq also halting flights as a precaution. Meanwhile, US officials confirmed that Washington had been notified by Israel prior to these strikes, though no US forces were involved. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who recently returned from a tour of the Middle East, had previously urged Israel to avoid action that could escalate the conflict. Senior members of the Biden administration stated that the US is prepared to support Israel if Iran retaliates. This latest escalation follows a missile attack from Iran on October 1st and increased activity from Iranian-backed groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, adding to the volatility in the region. Israel has continued operations against these groups, with recent strikes in Lebanon and Syria intensifying fears of a broader regional conflict. As tensions remain high and the risk of further conflict looms, we will keep you updated on any new developments. Subscribe for the latest updates and detailed coverage on this breaking story.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel TSW News that reveal the truth, and visit our website www.topstoriesworld.com.